Hi, I'm Jose Saldana. Welcome back to my daily devotion. Today, we're going to talk about how to have some sweet dreams. In Acts chapter 12, verse 5, we're going to look at Peter and his time in prison. The Bible says that Peter, therefore, was kept in prison, but prayer was made without ceasing of the church unto God for him. The early church had grown accustomed to the idea that their friends, their leaders, their prophets, the apostles would become martyrs. Peter was placed into prison. Others that had gone to prison before him didn't come out alive. I wonder what the church was praying for exactly. Were they praying for Peter's release? Were they praying that Peter would find a little chisel and kind of spoon his way out of there? Were they echoing the prayers of Jesus when he told Peter, "I pray that your faith fail you not"? Were they praying that Peter would have a good night's sleep? Were they praying that Peter doesn't start acting like old Peter and start denying Christ, or that he ever knew him or was ever his friend, cursing and spitting and kicking rocks? Whatever they were praying for, Peter didn't seem to be too worried about what was going to happen the next morning. Odds are that he would be tried, stoned like Stephen. He might even be offered up as Jesus was and be accused of being an instigator and a traitor to Rome. And it worked that way when they crucified Jesus and brought in false accusers. They were able to crucify him, and maybe they could do it again with Peter. And Jesus seemed to imply that what was going to happen to Peter when he said, "You're going to follow in my footsteps. Somebody's going to lead you and you are not going to like it." I know that if something exciting is going on the next day, like if I'm going camping or on a trip, on a vacation, going to Disneyland, it's hard to sleep. If I'm coming back from vacation, I got to go to work, I'm kind of anxious about what's going to happen the next day. And so it's hard to sleep. First day of school, it's hard to sleep. But Peter, knowing that he was most likely going to be killed if everything went according to plan, the next morning, he didn't stay up pacing the floor. He wasn't rolling over, unable to sleep, tossing and turning. He wasn't crying and screaming to be set free. He wasn't found to be denying Christ this time again. He didn't seem to be the least bit scared. He was just doing fine, all snuggled up between two prison guards without a care in the world, it seemed. It's that peace that passes all understanding. Perhaps he was assured that he had a greater destiny ahead of him. Peter had the confidence that God wasn't finished using him yet. There was more for Peter to accomplish than was just, this was just another thing to add to his testimony. So he fell fast asleep and he dreamed an incredible dream. And then the angel came and tickled him on his ribs. And you know how the story goes from there. And if you don't, Acts chapter 12, go read it.